Welcome to On the Beat, everyone. I'm Troy Thompson. I'm joined by Dr. Richard Hurd and Dr. Ricky Johnston from Gastroenterology Associates of Columbus. And today we're talking all about PPI. Welcome to the show, you guys.
Thank you.
Nice to see you again.
You as well.
All right. I shortened it by saying PPI. What's the medical term?
Proton Pump Inhibitor.
What is that?
It's an anti-acid medication that we use to treat a variety of conditions, but it's basically reduces the acid levels in the stomach to treat GERD or ulcers or, several different conditions.
Okay, so is it a medicine?
Yeah, it's a medicine.
It's not an actual pump machine.
Yeah, so you...
Because that's very deceiving.
No. Well, I can take you through some of the physiology of how it works,
please
and that's
do.
where the name comes from. But what we're talking about is Nexium, Prilosec, a bunch of those medicines that everyone has heard of. The way they work, you swallow the pill, your body absorbs them into your bloodstream, and then when you eat something, that's when your body activates these proton pumps, these acid pumps in your stomach. The medicine attacks them then and blocks them.
Why do we produce that acid?
To digest our food.
Okay, so it's a natural occurrence.
Oh yeah. But some people, when it's coming up, all that acid is coming up into their chest, it really burns them a lot.
Well, that's what I was about to ask you. So if it's naturally driven for us, why are we needing to suppress it? Isn't that doing the opposite of what it should be?
Well, we still function with lower acid levels than what's produced, but as Richard was referring to, when people get reflux into their esophagus, for which can happen for various reasons, that can irritate the esophagus, cause discomfort or burning, or it can cause even inflammation or scarring or even other conditions, yeah.
Okay, so if that is not working, okay, I want to ask you about how else can we solve that issue of the reflux?
There are lots of ways to address reflux without medicine. A lot of them don't work well enough for people, and that's when we end up putting them on PPS. So what we do, we tell people don't eat anything for 3 hours before you lay down at night. That's a big one.
Yep.
If you eat and lay down, all that acid's going to come up. Avoiding acidic foods like tomato and citrusy
I love
foods.
tomatoes.
Yeah, I know, but they, tomato sauce and all of those foods are acidic and can burn more. Help me out here, Ricky. Well,
you're not our dietitian, so I'm going to let you off the hook.
Right.
So I do want to ask you then, the side effects of taking medication, because look, I try to be as natural as possible unless the doctor's saying you've got no choice. You've got high cholesterol, you've changed your diet, it's still there. You've got to be on a pill. Is there a way, what are the side effects for being on the medication to begin with?
Truthfully, they're pretty well tolerated. It's pretty uncommon to see side effects with these medicines. Now, we've been doing this for a long time, and people will come in and tell you almost anything. FDA makes a package insert for these kinds of medications that have all these list of possibilities. Diarrhea and abdominal pain and this and that and the other. But generally speaking, they're pretty well tolerated as far as side effects go.
Really?
Now, there are some long-term risks that we talk about some, and particularly has been well publicized in media recently. There's been some studies that suggest increased risks of dementia and kidney disease and certain kinds of intestinal infections, thinning of the bones, absorption of some nutrients like magnesium, calcium, etc.
What are some symptoms that someone may be having this reflux at home? It can start out mild, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And then it progresses to worse?
Yeah, so heartburn is the biggest thing. I eat and afterwards I feel some regurgitation and some burning in my chest.
Okay.
And so that's where you want to try the simple things first, the things without a pill. But some people have serious, as Ricky was saying, where they get scarring, bad problems, and they just have to.
So it could be serious long-term effects if you're not taking care of business.
Right.
Again, we always appreciate both of you. Thank you so much. If you want to find out more information, there it all is up on the screen for you. Gastroenterology Associates of Columbus. Of course, I've been sitting here with Dr. Richard Hurd and Dr. Ricky Johnston. Back after this short break.